All right, so Bella and I are here and we are going to fill out our chart when it comes to the word respectful, because respectful is one of the things that we need to be as we're starting school. And so I want to know what Bella thinks about what respectful is and what it looks like and what it sounds like. So I have this piece of paper here on the table and I'm going to show you, this is the before, and then I'll show you the after we're finished. Okay, so ready, Bella? Mm-hmm. Okay, so she chose the color purple to use for our chart today. So Bella, can you say the word respectful with me? Respectful. Okay, have you heard that word before?
Yes. I heard it on announcements. I heard it everywhere around the town.
Okay, so you've heard it before, so you've heard it on the announcements. I'm going to do a little speaker here to show that you've heard it on announcements. Okay, now next question is, when you heard the word respectful or you said the word respectful, what does that mean to you?
It means like being respectful for people and being nice. And I think respectful is nice, and so I'm doing nice things to be respectful. And normally respectful is being nice to the community. My dad told me don't dance on the pole, so I didn't.
So it sounds like you need to be a good listener and you need to be nice to people. So I wrote down here, and I love that you said be nice to people. I heard you say that a whole bunch of times, and you know what it made me feel? Like you have a good heart. So I'm going to put a heart there for your little symbol. And being a good listener, I can't help but think of an ear. You've got really good listening skills.
Let's show
you know what I also, not yet. You know what I also heard you say is to be safe. I heard that you gave the example that Daddy told you not to dance on something, and so you also chose to be safe. Awesome. So, and what's something that you can think of as a sketch for being safe?
By listening what the parents said, because we don't know what's going to happen. The parents do, because they know a lot.
Yes, we do we have a lot of experience, don't we? Mm-hmm. And you know what? You teach us things too. Okay, so we've got our little definitions here of what respectful looks like. I'm going to show this to our friends that are watching and listening after we're done with this, because we're really wanting to be listening to each other. So I want to respect what you are saying by taking notes and making sure we got our stuff. So when you say respectful, what does that look like?
It looks like to, I'm just thinking in my mind, and people do that. In the first place, I didn't know what respectful is, so I asked my mom for help.
Okay, so it looks like you're already moving into the other side because your brain is just so active, and I love that. So you kind of visited the area of silly perfect life happening, hey? It sounds like you ask questions. And so I'm going to go ahead and put a little sign here that you ask questions if you don't know. That's something that you do if you're like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do to be respectful. So I like that you ask questions. So I want to go back to this question of what it looks like. And I want you to think about, what does being respectful look like now that we are doing school at home? What do you think that would look like? What is something about that?
You have to be on the computer to do Zoom meetings.
Okay, so when you are being respectful and you are on the computer for a Zoom meeting, what does that look like?
It looks like to not eat while the class are watching you. It's really, don't want to do that.
Okay, so you're saying you need to eat food before your Zoom meeting. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's definitely something I can see that you are doing, that you're making a good decision and being respectful. So what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is tacos.
Tacos. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to draw a taco right there.
And can you put pizza on there?
Of course, I'll put pizza on there. I was thinking you were going to say pizza. Okay, so is there anything else of what it looks like to be respectful during school at home that you can think of?
To not just shout out.
Okay, so it sounds like that we need to definitely make sure that we have quiet voices. And you know what it sounds like you also have to do? It looks like you have listening ears, right? Because if you're having listening ears, you are not shouting out, are you? So quiet voices. And I'm trying to think of a sketch for quiet voices. You know what I think of? I'm going to draw someone's smiley face. Because if they're quiet voices, they just have a smiley face. And listening ears definitely shows that you are listening first. Great. These are some things that we can look at, and we can be able to say, hey, you are being respectful because you are having quiet voices and allowing someone else to speak first. Okay, so I'm going to use this to help us be able to be successful with our at-home learning. Okay, so now Bella, we're going to pause here, and I'm going to do a second video with you to show you how we're going to use this to be successful. So thank you for sharing this time with me to show our friends how to do this at home.